Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper. Let's take a look at this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. We start the program with breaking news out of Colorado Springs. After 5.5 years at the helm of the National Freestyle program, Zeke Jones has been hired to serve as the new head coach at his alma mater, Arizona State University. Jones was a world champ and Olympic silver medalist as an athlete. He came to USA Wrestling in 2008 from his last college stint as the head coach at the University of Pennsylvania. Jones served as an Olympic coach in 2004 and came away with a gold medal from Cale Sanderson and 2 other medalists. Under his leadership, the U.S. was able to reestablish its place among the top freestyle nations in the world. Jones also led the freestyle squad at the 2012 Olympic Games, where Jordan Burroughs and Jake Varner won gold medals and Coleman Scott won bronze. In the 4 World Championships as the national coach, the USA won a 3rd-place team trophy in 2011, and Jordan Burroughs won 2 world golds, and the U.S. had a total of 5 world medals in freestyle. Jones was the 4th full-time national freestyle coach for USA Wrestling since the national team program was created in 1989. He followed Leroy Smith, Bruce Burnett, and Kevin Jackson. We talked with Zeke about his decision to return to college coaching with the storied program at Arizona State.
This is a great job. It's, let me tell you, I was torn. I mean, I love leading the best wrestlers in the world. The opportunity to coach the United States wrestling team has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And, to lead our men into world competition has been wonderful. I've learned a lot. Let me tell you, the last 6 years, I've learned so much about coaching, what motivates men, what it takes to get on top of the podium, what it takes to beat the best wrestlers in the world. And, to take all those experiences to Arizona State now, that's the plan.
USA Wrestling has already launched a search for the new national freestyle coach. We'll, of course, keep you updated on that. USA Wrestling's executive director, Rich Bender, talked about the new opportunity for Zeke Jones and his legacy as a national freestyle coach.
Zeke made a significant contribution to the American freestyle effort. He's responsible for somewhat of a trajectory change for our program and really brought us back to prominence. I mean, by all accounts, our program is solidly in the top 3 in the world right now, and that's due in large part because of Zeke's leadership.
Well, the focus for the entire wrestling community now turns to Las Vegas, Nevada, where USA Wrestling will host the A6 Las Vegas Open Wrestling Championships. Already one of the top events on the schedule. Fans, you'll notice a number of positive changes at this year's event. There'll be additional events in all styles and age groups, and fans will see competition in the kids, cadets, junior, FILA, junior, and senior and veterans divisions. Custom-built 2-mat arena called the Golden Circle has been erected at the Las Vegas Convention Center, where every final bout in every style will be contested. The Senior Open format will take 2 days to complete every weight class. There'll be a true championship finals on Saturday, April 19th. All 24 senior finals will be held together on the raised mats of the Golden Circle. Now, as part of USA Wrestling's new television deal with Universal Sports, they're going to air live coverage of both the semifinals and the finals of the Senior Open. On Friday, the 18th of April, live coverage of the semifinals will begin at 7 o'clock Pacific. On Saturday, April 19th, the gold medal round will also air at 7 p.m. Pacific. The broadcast crew for Universal coverage will include Van Stokes, Jake Herbert, Nick Garone, and Jason Bryant. For those who want to see all the action but can't make it in person, USA Wrestling and Flow will provide live internet coverage of every bout on Flow's premium service. We, of course, will have in-depth coverage from the Open in coming episodes. Well, the show continues when we come back from break. Stay tuned.
A6 has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where A6 is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, our nation's best Olympic wrestlers are in the final stage of training for the U.S. Open after a very busy winter season. USA Wrestling Weekly went to the Olympic Training Center to talk with some of the athletes. We start with the Greco-Roman practice. That's where several U.S. athletes participated in live bouts as part of their training. Heavyweight Robbie Smith, who was fifth at the 2013 World Championships, had some impressive results over the winter tour.
You know, I don't like having these long breaks in between competitions. You know, I like the maybe 2 weeks here, 2 weeks, 3 weeks there, and keep wrestling. So far so good.
Young Marcus Fino is one of the nation's most talented athletes at 213. He'll be looking for his first U.S. Open title after a strong career on the age group level.
We had Army in here last week, so we've been trying to gear up, get ready. This week we're down to 1 a days, trying to get recovered and ready. Some of us cutting weight like Zeke and whatnot. So it's actually really good. I'm feeling real strong, feeling really good.
Former Ohio State standout Nico Trigas is now training full-time in Greco-Roman and will look to make a mark in a loaded 130-pound weight class.
Got a little bigger, not as big as I'd like to be right now, but cutting 2-3 kilos isn't bad. We're going to have a lot of tough competition. It's going to be the most stacked weight class tournament. It's going to be fun.
We also talked with men's freestyle star Mo Zafei of the U.S. Army. He'll change weight classes this year, looking to claim the new 154-pound division.
So far, I've done great. I've really had I've medaled at every tournament. So I feel like I'm moving better, and so far so good.
Defending junior world champ Kyle Snyder is getting ready for the FILA Junior Freestyle Nationals. He spent this season training at the U.S. Olympic Training Center.
Coach Slay and Coach Zadig have done a great job developing me and all the other junior guys and senior guys that are in the room. And then, wrestling with the senior guys this year has made me a lot better wrestler.
We also stopped at a women's freestyle practice where Richard Emmel had a chance to visit with some of our stars who are getting ready for Las Vegas. 2013 World Team member Victoria Anthony will be competing in a loaded 105-pound class. She seeks her first U.S. Open title.
It's the first real step to the overall goal of winning a World Championship, so first get your foot in the door for that.
Veronica Carlson made her first World Team last year and is ready to put it on the line at the Open.
Winning the Open it's a statement. I'm #1 here, and someone else is going to have to fight me for this spot. So you put yourself in that top position to be on the world team.
Well, Jenna Burkert has made 3 junior world teams now, and she looks to move up the ladder on the senior level.
I'm just looking forward to nationals, getting back on the mat. It'll be my second tournament, so I'm looking to set the bar high and make it to the finals and win.
Well, Cedar Falls, Iowa, our next destination. USA Wrestling hosted the popular Cliff Keen Folkstyle National Championships on the campus there of the University of Northern Iowa. Competition included action in 7 different age groups, the first leg of USA Wrestling's prestigious Triple Crown. Well, the featured tournament was the junior division that included several of the nation's best. Special thanks to USA Wrestling's Derek Sikora, who captured interviews with all the champions. The talk of the tournament was the 152-pound junior division. It featured 2 of the nation's top college prospects in Zahid Valencia of Team California and Oklahoma star Joe Smith of the Stillwater Pioneers. They met up in the quarterfinal round with the match going to tiebreakers. Valencia would go on to win on an escape. Smith would wrestle back for true second place, while Valencia scored an 8-3 win in the finals over Jared Charenbrock of Wisconsin.
I'm in a higher weight class, so I knew these guys would be stronger, so I just wanted to attack, get them tired so I could start working my moves, and I felt pretty good throughout the whole tournament.
Another California versus Oklahoma battle came into play at the finals at 170. Nationally ranked stars Chandler Rogers of Stillwater Pioneers scored an 11-2 major over Anthony Valencia of Team California. Rogers was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week.
Valencia's a funky guy, and I can't get caught up in his funk or else he'll win the match. And last time I wrestled him, I kind of let his match go his way, and so I think tonight it went my way.
Minnesota star Mitchell McKee of the Pinnacle Club pinned Sean DeShazer of Team Kansas at 3 minutes 36 seconds for the 126-pound title. McKee has been highly successful in USA Wrestling's age group program for many years.
He pushed in on when I had it, I hip tossed him to his back, and then when I was holding him there, I don't know, just squeezing as tight as I could, try to get him.
Now, one of the most thrilling finals of the event came at 113, where Joey Cisneros of California edged out Matthew Schmidt of Team Hawaii 6-4 in sudden victory.
It was a good match. He's a great kid. At the beginning, I wasn't getting my offense going and gave up early takedown. When I got in escape, I knew it was pretty even. I just had to get to my game plan.
Grant Leith of Missouri capped off a gold medal run at 145 with a 9-2 decision over Drew Hughes of Team Indiana.
I knew coming in that my toughest match would probably be Kamal in the semis. I think he's 11th in Intermat. It was a great match. It was a fun match.
Now, one of the closest finals came at 132. That's where Team Nevada's Sean Cannon edged Desi Hone of Team Utah 2-1.
Third period, rode him out most of the period, and then he escaped, and I knew that I was stalling call, just put my hands down, be ready for a shot.
A teammate of Chandler Rogers from the Stillwater Pioneers of Oklahoma program took home the title at 138. It was Tristan Moran who scored a 13-4 major decision over James Berg of Minnesota.
The kid was just real box stance. I just used my motion and got my takedowns and dictated the match.
Well, the battle at 160 was just as fierce. Illinois star Matthew Rundell edged out Peyton Moore of Minnesota 3-1.
Coach calls it Husky style. And that's basically what my game plan was. I was going to pull the head, get him tired, and wait for him to make a mistake.
Now let's take a look at the remaining champs from the junior division. Brandon Miranda of California was the champ at 100. Danny Vega was champ at 106. Of course, Danny's out of Arizona. Doyle Trout of Nebraska was the champ at 120. The champ at 182 was Blake Rappel of Indiana. Preston Wiggle of Kansas was champ at 195, and Fletcher Miller of Indiana at 220. Adarius Jones of Illinois weighed in and took the championship at 285. All right, folks, stay tuned. We'll be back. There's a lot more around the corner. You're watching USA Wrestling.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, now let's take a look at the cadet division. Oklahoma's cadet Triple Crown winner was Dayton Fix. He defeated another top star in the USA Wrestling age group programs. It was Taylor Lamont of Utah. The bout went into sudden victory where Fix would emerge victorious.
Being a Triple Crown winner is a very hard thing to do because you have to stay focused throughout the whole season, and it's going to help me improve on just going international styles. Hopefully I can get a world gold medal this year.
California star Kate Olivas was a bronze medalist at the Cadet World Championships in Greco-Roman just last summer. He dominated the 100-pound division. In the finals, he put on quite a show in a 20-8 win over Rodney Muller of Minnesota. It was the second straight year Olivas would claim a Cadet Folkstyle title.
I started working on top a little bit just to increase my pinning ability to see if I can get anything. If that didn't work, I usually keep taking them down.
Now we go to 170. Cadet National Freestyle and Greco-Roman champ Bo Bresky of Wisconsin put on a show of his own in the finals. He stopped James Handwerk of Ohio by a score of 14-3.
Working on my position, taking control each and every match, doing what I do best, and just do that same thing for every single match. And going into finals, just control, don't let anything get to my head, and just wrestle my best match I possibly could.
Now, there were 2 pins in the championship rounds at 182. As Keegan Moore of Minnesota, he put away Hayden Maley of Oregon at 4 minutes, 43 seconds.
It's always a good tournament, and then, yeah, just look and see with my bracket who do I want to face up against and see what I can take out and see what damage I can do.
The other fall came at 195, where Indiana's Kobe Woods pinned fellow Indiana native Jacob Cavins at 3 minutes, 2 seconds.
It's fun, all these kids, it's just meeting new kids, just wrestling new people, trying new things, and I guess this tournament played out in my favor.
Well, the heavyweight title went to North Dakota's Michael Kelly. He had a major decision over Ethan Lapin of Iowa, 9-1.
I was one of the younger ones last year, but I know I could still do a little bit better, and that's what I came here for.
Now, one of the most competitive bouts of the event came at 152. Oscar Ramos of Wisconsin stopped Jacob Gray of Indiana 4-2 in a sudden victory overtime win.
I had to get in there and start my offense, because I know my offense could have beat his defense from the beginning, but I just didn't start on it right away. So I just secured it by starting my offense.
Other cadet champs included Jason Holmes of Arizona at 88, Cody Fiffin of Kansas at 94, Paul Conrath of Indiana at 106, Ben Freeman of Michigan at 113 pounds, Corey Shai of Ohio at 126, Jaden Enriquez of California at 132, Devin Barr of Wisconsin at 138, Anthony Mantanona of California was champ at 145, Jacob Werner of Illinois was champ at 160, and Gannon Gremmel of Iowa was the champion at 220 pounds. Well, USA Wrestling recently filled an important position as they hired Mike Clayton as the new National Coaches Education Program Manager. Clayton came to USA Wrestling from Stevens Institute of Technology, where he served as coach for 7 years. During his time at Stevens, Clayton helped turn around the Division III program, leading it to a national level of prominence during his tenure. He coached 6 All-Americans over his career and had none prior to his arrival. I'd say that's quite substantial. Clayton has also been a head coach at the Apprentice School in Virginia and assistant wrestling coach for division programs Army and Navy. It's Division I. As an athlete, he was an EIWA runner-up for the U.S. Naval Academy. We talked with Mike about the challenges ahead and his goals for the National Education Coaches Program.
What works for a coach this year with a certain dynamic of a team completely changes the next year based on the leadership in the room, based on the quality of athlete in the room, and based on the support staff that they've built. So each year we have new challenges, and that's why we need to be very adaptive through our coaches education program at USA Wrestling to provide those skills and to provide those opportunities.
Our news continues out of Colorado Springs. When we do, stay tuned.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
Well, FILA recently announced the most current world rankings in all 3 Olympic styles, and a number of Americans have made their way onto the list. Team USA has 2 #1 ranked athletes in the worlds. In men's freestyle, Olympic gold medalist and 2-time world champ Jordan Burroughs remains #1 at 163 pounds. Moving up to the #1 spot at 165 in women's freestyle, 2012 world champ and 3-time world medalist Adeline Gray. In all, 28 Americans hold world rankings. In men's freestyle at 125, Angel Escobedo is number 18. 3 Americans are at 134, including Jimmy Kennedy. He's number 9. B.J. Futrell is at number 16, and Reese Humphrey number 20. Listed at number 15 at 143 is Frank Molinaro. At 154, Kevin Navali weighs in at number 12. Joining Burroughs with a ranking at 163 is Nick Marable. He comes in at number 6. Now, 2 Americans are at 189 pounds, including Clayton Foster at number 11 and Phil Ketty at number 14. The U.S. has 3 ranked heavyweights, Travell Delegnev at number 13, Tyrell Fortune at number 15, and Don Bradley at number 16. Well, the women's freestyle program is also well represented. Alyssa Lampe is number 5 at 105 pounds, as is Victoria Anthony, number 7. Now, 2 Americans are at 116. Number 3 ranked Helen Maroulis and the 6th ranked Catherine Fope-Allen. At 127, Americans are Allie Reagan at number 8 and Kelsey Campbell at number 15. Jennifer Page is number 12 at 132 pounds, and Elena Periskova is listed at number 5 at 138. Olympic medalist Randy Miller is also ranked number 8 at 152. We go to the Greco-Roman rankings, where we have 5 Americans there. Joe Betterman, number 16 at 130. Spencer Mango, number 17 at 130. Andy Bisick is number 18 at 165. And Jordan Holm is number 20 at 187. Big Robbie Smith, number 15 at 286 pounds. Congrats to all of our ranked athletes. Out to the Olympic Training Center we go. Not all world-class training is reserved for senior-level athletes. Recently, USA Wrestling hosted a special camp that included a number of athletes who represent the United States at the Pan-American Cadet Championships in Recife, Brazil in early May. National Freestyle Developmental Coach Bill Zadek helped run the camp, mentoring the gifted age group wrestlers who were in attendance for the annual Big Brother training camp. Greco-Roman cadet world medalist Kate Olivas of California was among the FILA Cadet Pan-Am team members at the event.
I'm just trying to get more of the freestyle Greco feel, more of the the ruling, and not just the ruling, but how they wrestle freestyle and Greco. I need to improve on that, along with the technique that comes with it.
Cadet Triple Crown winner Dayton Fix of Oklahoma will represent Team USA at the Cadet Pan-Ams.
Greco, obviously, grabbing legs if you're used to shooting a bunch. And then freestyle, you can't back up as much for some people who like to back up. You got to push a lot.
Another Oklahoma star, Caden Cafeller, will also be in Brazil to compete for Team USA.
I wrestled in it this summer, and it was in Medellin, Colombia, and I wrestled pretty well. I got gold in Greco and silver in freestyle. And this year, I'm just going to get gold in both, hopefully.
We talked with Coach Bill Zadek about the training camp and the opportunity he had to help develop some of America's youth.
This year, it's also a qualifier for the Youth Olympic Games, so it's going to qualify not the individuals, but the team. So for Team USA, it's important for us to go there and have a great showing to qualify our country for the Youth Olympic Games.
Well, this last week, one of the good guys of the sport announced his retirement. We're talking, of course, about Mike Clare. He served more than 2 decades running the National Wrestling Hall of Fame's state chapter program. He'll retire at the end of 2014. Clare, a native of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, helped build this innovative program in recognition of wrestling's coaches and leaders for their lifetime service to the sport. There are currently 34 state chapters that induct Hall of Famers every year. We want to thank Mike Clare for his tremendous work on behalf of wrestling. The Hall of Fame has already launched a search for a new leader of the program. Well, it's time for our USA Wrestling Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are sent in by families and fans from around the country and are being considered for all of our contests, including our magazine and our Facebook page. This week's photo is from FILA photographer Martin Gabor of Hungary, who took a number of great photos during the recent European Championships in Finland. Here's a great celebration photo of Greco-Roman star Rami Hietaniemi of Finland, who fired up the home crowd on his way to a silver medal at 187. You can have your photographs considered for USA Wrestling's photo contest simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's show. From all of us at USA Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper, and thanks for watching.